Hello and a very warm welcome to ET Studios. I am Himanshi Tiwari and we are joining you from the ET government's National PSU Summit 2024. And right now for this episode, we have with us Amitabh Nag, who is the CEO of Digital India Bhashani Division. So it's a pleasure to have you here with us. All right. So, sir, Digital India Bhashani division actually does technology translation in 22 Indian schedule languages. You're actually bridging the whole digital divide. So, how is it kind of aligning to the dreams of Viksit Bharat?
See, at the end, when we are looking at the basics of our society is a multilingual society. And the multilingual society actually needs to collaborate, integrate, innovate, discover together, right? And when we are trying to do that, if we tell everyone that learn language X or language Y, we are putting additional burden on him or her, and also are looking at stifling the natural way of speaking, thinking in the entire activity. So what we are trying to do is that language should not be a barrier in terms of you doing anything in future, and that is where you are actually bridging the transcending the language barrier, I would say. By transcending the language barrier, when I'm including speech as a medium, right, where the computer can speak to you and you can speak to the computer, then you don't need to be digitally literate. So that's how you are actually bridging the digital divide. And if you are able to speak to the computer and computer can speak to you, you don't need to actually know to read and write. So in some way, we are also trying to bridge the literacy divide. So if you actually look at it from a perspective of what we started off as a translation theme, is going much beyond that because of inclusion of voice as the medium. And our emphasis is voice first. So, you are looking at voice to do most of the activities, and that's what is going to be the future.
All right. In Hindi, we say आवाज बुलंद होनी चाहिए.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is about. Also, when it comes to the vision for linguistic inclusion, you've been talking about inclusion in your last answer. Then, what are your future plans when we look at the coming 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and how do these plans are actually aligning with the broader vision of Viksit Bharat?
So, what we are trying to do actually by using the language technology solutions is that we are encouraging and enabling people to use their own language for their day to day activities without even hampering their work. Even if the person whom they are interacting, the system which they are working upon is on a different language, right? So, you get up in the morning, you want to basically work on. Read the newspaper, it is in your language. If it is in a different language, you have tools to translate it in your own language. So, for example, we have a tool which can actually read through the newspaper and you can translate. So, the mobile itself can speak out on English newspaper in, say, Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, whatever you want to. And similar solutions. You are basically looking at that it's not necessary that a material which is there in other language is not available to me. You want to go to go for a transport, you are able to talk to the cab driver who might be speaking some other language, you are speaking some other language, the phone call must still go through. The cab comes in, you go to your office or you go to your college or you go to your school, you are able to learn in your own language. It comes to paying of school fees, the portal by which you are using it, digital portal, again is in your own language, or if it is in a different language, you are able to translate it in your own language and see. So the idea is that you are you know making that change in every portion of your day-to-day activities, by which language does not remain a barrier,
Yeah.
and most of it you are able to do on a voice first mode.
Yeah, all right. So basically, using language as a strength and not as a barrier, and this is how communities can come together and thrive and march towards our bigger vision of Viksit Bharat. Now, the theme for this event is harnessing emerging technologies as we march towards the vision of Viksit Bharat, sir. So, I want to know from you how the India of your dreams look like.
A difficult question to answer because it's too vast too vast a thing because it
Yeah.
comprises of different sectors, comprises of different activities. What essentially, would mean is that just as at some point in time there was an industrial revolution and everybody adopted that industrial revolution, people got de-skilled and reskilled. Although some people would say that a job was lost, but people got reskilled, de-skilled and reskilled. So similarly is the case which will happen here, and we should actually embrace that change.
Yeah.
So the change in the Viksit Bharat, when you look at very basic term, is all about de-skilling and reskilling. And when you are able to reskill yourself on the latest technology, which is AI, and you embrace it as your friend, and you use it to improve your productivity, do new things, enable things which are far broader in vision and thought, then perhaps we are actually looking at truly developed things, because uh, the then people would try to catch up with us. That's
Yeah, it is said that unlearning is more difficult than learning,
that's right.
actually. Yeah. All right. On that note, thank you so much for joining us today, sir. It was a pleasure to have you here. And to the viewers, stay tuned for more such videos as we are coming to you from the ET government's National PSU Summit 2024.